it's one of those moments one can never forget. I was actually working in Los Angeles, California at that time, in commercial banking, when word came about Nelson Mandela's release, and you can imagine the euphoria that we all felt on this great news. So it's one of those moments you can just never forget. Oh goodness, I mean, this is one of those figures in history that embodies all the good things you want to see. He clearly had an incredible spirit of forgiveness. I mean, for him to have endured what he did and still go ahead to do the things he did is just exemplary. Of course, I would also add that he had, even despite everything and despite all the hardships that he went through, he was still a very grateful person. And so that sense of gratitude. And then finally, I would add service. He dedicated his entire life to the service of humanity. And he did that in the most humble way that one could imagine. So here's somebody who basically had that attitude of service, of just dedicating his life to uplifting the lives of those less fortunate than he was. I think these very values that I talked about, that spirit of service, that humility that he had about him, and very importantly, mutual respect. There are so many stories one hears about Mandela, Madiba, as he was affectionately known, really treating the most, people that you say is the most ordinary citizen to the highest ranking person with equal respect. And that was a value that translated into his leadership style, I believe. Made him an effective leader. That essentially enabled him to get the best out of the people that he led. So there are many lessons to learn from him, but just in the interest of time, I'll just touch on that. Yeah. Yes, I think something like it is impossible until it is done. It was that sense of positive spirit, that can-do spirit, that things look impossible until they are done. And so, and I found that to be a very encouraging phrase from him, to not despair, to always look to overcome, and that things are possible when you put your mind to it, when you put your strength and your energy into doing things. Well, absolutely. I see a direct link. Why? Because the bank's mission is about uplifting or helping to uplift lives on the continent, improving the quality of lives of African people. And this is what he dedicated his life to. He dedicated his life to helping to first free people and move from there to helping to essentially improve the lot of people in terms of the economic conditions, socioeconomic conditions of people. This is what the bank is all about. The bank, when you strip out all the technicalities about the work of the bank, it is about human people. I mean, human beings. It's about people. It's about improving lives. It's about service to people. And this is what Mandela's life was about, service.